In 1896, a struggling young magician placed an ad in the newspaper. He was offering to sell every single one of his magic tricks and secrets, his entire act, to anyone willing to pay. His asking price? $20. Nobody bought them, and thank goodness for that, because that broke, desperate 22-year-old was Harry Houdini. Born Eric Weiss in Budapest in 1874 and raised in New York City, young Harry was obsessed with magic from an early age. He took his stage name from Jean-Eugène Robert Houdin, the most famous French magician of the era, adding I to the end because he believed it meant like in French, as in like Houdin. He started performing in 1891. For 5 years, he tried everything: card tricks, illusions, box escapes. He billed himself the king of cards. He performed at dime museums and sideshows for near-starvation wages. He and his wife, Bess, toured with circuses. At one point, he even performed as the Wild Man in a sideshow act. Nothing worked. Which is why, in 1896, he ran that ad. Still, nobody wanted his secrets for $20. But something else happened in 1896 that would change everything, though Houdini wouldn't know it yet. While visiting a friend who worked as a psychiatrist in Nova Scotia, Canada, Houdini peered through a window into a padded cell. Inside, a patient was thrashing desperately against a canvas straitjacket, straining every muscle in a futile attempt to break free. Where most people felt horror, Houdini felt inspiration. He began practicing the straitjacket escape the very next day. And he didn't just escape from it standing still, he eventually performed it hanging upside down, suspended high above the street, in full view of crowds below. No curtain, no hiding, just pure impossible spectacle. The real turning point came in 1899, 3 years after he had almost quit entirely. A vaudeville manager named Martin Beck caught Houdini's handcuff escape act in St. Paul, Minnesota. He was so stunned that he immediately booked Houdini on the prestigious Orpheum vaudeville circuit. Within months, Houdini was performing at the best venues in the country. By 1900, he was in Europe, escaping from Scotland Yard handcuffs, breaking out of Siberian prison vans, and suing a German police officer who accused him of fraud, and winning the case when he cracked open the judge's safe in court. The judge, it turned out, had forgotten to lock it. Houdini kept that detail to himself for years. Houdini went on to escape from submerged packing crates, sealed milk cans filled with water, and his most famous stunt, the Chinese water torture cell, where he was locked upside down in a glass tank of water and held his breath for over 3 minutes. He died on Halloween 1926 from peritonitis following a ruptured appendix. He was 52. And somewhere out there, no one ever came forward to say they'd bought his secrets for $20, which means either nobody took him up on the offer, or whoever did had absolutely no idea what they were holding. The next time you feel like giving up, remember Houdini in 1896. No money, no audience, running a newspaper ad for $20. 3 years later, he was the most famous entertainer on the planet. Some people are just built to escape. If you enjoyed this one, subscribe. We drop a new story every week. And if you've ever had a $20 ad moment yourself, drop it in the comments. We'd love to hear it.